published, 2032 EDT, the 5th of May 2018, updated, 2032 EDT, the 5th of May 2018. Stephen Lawrence murder suspect Jamie Acourt thought he could outsmart police when they cornered him after 2 years on the run. The 41-year-old tried to convince the undercover officers he was just an innocent Italian tourist, not one of Europe's most wanted fugitives. But Spanish police were not fooled when they swooped as he ate lunch after a session at Metropolitan Sagrada Familia gym in Barcelona on Friday. Jamie Acourt has been arrested at gunpoint in Spain in connection with a £4 million marijuana plot. 5 officers posed as fellow fitness fanatics to make sure it was him, then silently followed him to an adjoining restaurant where he loaded up on protein. Acourt protested, but with multiple guns pointed at him he was handcuffed without incident and hauled away to face extradition to Britain. He is accused of involvement in a £4 million marijuana supply plot in Britain. The muscular suspect was held in jail on Friday following a joint operation involving NCA, Scotland Yard, and Spanish police officers. Sources said Acourt was regularly seen at the gym lifting weights and relaxing in the hot tub while reading his phone and newspapers. I've been told police had been working out in the gym undercover to keep an eye on him. I was having lunch when I saw some big guys move in very quickly, British expatriate Simon MacDonald told the Mirror. There was no drama and no one seemed to say a word. It was a bit eerie. Armed police swooped on the 41-year-old, who was on the run for 2 years and on the National Crime Agency's most wanted list. As he left a gym, he was wanted by Metropolitan Police detectives investigating the large-scale supply of drugs in Britain and nabbed on a European arrest warrant. Acourt faced an extradition hearing on Saturday, but the results were not made public. He was the 81st fugitive to be found out of 96 publicized through Operation Captura, an initiative involving the NCA, Crime Stoppers and the Spanish authorities. Acourt thought he could evade capture, but as a result of an intelligence-led operation his days on the run have ended. Ian Cruxton, head of international operations for the NCA, said, "We were able to direct the Spanish authorities to his location in Barcelona. As well as being wanted for drugs, Acourt was a suspect in the murder of Stephen Lawrence, left. 2 of his co-accused were finally jailed in 2012 after advocacy efforts by Stephen's mother Doreen. Right, our ability to share information and work at speed with our international partners ensures there is no safe haven for fugitives. We will never stop pursuing these individuals." It was thought Acourt, who is related to the Only Way is Essex's Elliot Wright, was living the high life in celebrity hotspot Marbella, where he was regularly seen at bars frequented by show stars. Wright, who runs Olivia's La Cala bar in the Spanish resort, is married to Acourt's cousin Sadie Stewart. Acourt managed to stay ahead of authorities but using a plethora of false names and moving house frequently, so officers had to make sure they got their man. Acourt, circled, and his co-accused are pelted with eggs after leaving a public inquiry into police handling of the case on June 30, 1998. The 5 suspects arrive at a public inquiry into the police's handling of the case June 30. They are Jamie Acourt, L. Neil Acourt, 2nd L. Luke Knight, front R. David Norris, 2 End wearing suit and spectacles, and Gary Dobson, back R wearing waistcoat and tie. Stephen died in April 1993, aged 18, when he was attacked by a gang of 5 white youths in Eltham, southeast London. The gang shouted racist abuse as they began the unprovoked fatal stabbing of the A-level student. Gary Dobson and David Norris were finally jailed in 2012, but the other suspects, Luke Knight and brothers Neil and Jamie Acourt, never faced trial. Sorry, we are not currently accepting comments on this article.